To create a secure base for our tower, an 8.5 metre basement had to be excavated. The material was moved to the beach to create our beach platform, a landing and storage area for the tower cans when they arrive in June. A specialist team arrived on site to hand-tie 50mm diameter bars to create the 240-tonne steel cage that will reinforce the concrete base. The team also took delivery of the first piece of the tower, a huge anchor bolt weighing 22 tonnes. This arrived ahead of the tower can so that we could fix it into place ready for the first can to be bolted on in June. Despite its size, it was moved into millimetre perfect position in a matter of minutes.
We're excavating down. We've taken the excavation all the way down to the chalk level that lays underneath the site area. But before we do that, we had to do a few special jobs. We've had to put temporary support work all the way around the top of our basement walls, and that stops the walls folding in before we've got the rest of the concrete structure built around it. Once that temporary support was in, we've then drilled wells 16 metres deep down into the chalk again, and that is to help to keep the groundwater down while we're digging down, because obviously groundwater in an excavation with the guys working is just not a very good mix. So at the moment we're constantly pumping the water down to keep the water out. Once the reinforcing steel's tied, we have to fill the hole back up with concrete. So as with lots of projects, we spend a long time digging down, trying to get the hole dug out faster, and now we're trying to fill it up just as quick again the other way round again. And behind us you'll see we'll have a series of large concrete pumps, and those concrete pumps will be pumping the concrete straight from the lorry straight down, and then there'll be crews down at the bottom of the hole, and they'll be then placing that from the hoses, and then we'll be filling that up. The concrete that we're going to pour into the hole, concrete roughly weighs about, say, something like 2 tonnes per metre cubed. We've got about 1,900 cubic metres to go in there. There's about 3,800 tonnes of concrete. Once the concrete's poured, there isn't any room for error at all. We spent a great deal of time making sure the holding down bolts that we have down there have a 0mm tolerance. They have to be in exactly in the right place, so we have no room for error whatsoever. So once we start pouring concrete, that's it, you've got to finish, you can't stop.
When the tower is completed, the shingle will be removed from the beach and put back into the sea further up the coast to support the longshore drift.